Hey guys, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're going to make some hash browns and sausage. Made these the other day. They were really good. I had this little cutter here that I've had a long time. I didn't know where it came from, but started using that out to, you can just put your potatoes in here and peel them up. So it comes out really good. Follow along. I hope you enjoy. These things are delicious. Alright, this grater really makes easy work of this. You can just start peeling your potatoes off here. Now they don't all make it down into the bottom, but that's really no problem because I just scoop them up and once flip over. I get down so far, I got this little thing, you just put it on the top. Alright, you've seen I've shredded the potatoes up. Made quite a few because my potatoes are starting to get old and I wanted to get rid of some of them. And then we also took a nice onion and diced it up finely. But at this point here, I like to add some of my seasonings right now. So I've got some extra virgin olive oil. So we're going to drizzle some of that over the potatoes first. And a certain amount, I'm not really concerned how much. But then what I want to do is try to blend that in as best I can to get started. This helps hold the seasonings and stuff onto the potatoes, because the oil makes them stick better. And then we want to start adding our seasons. So we're going to start out with some black pepper and dust it down with a good bunch of black pepper. Now you can add more or less depending on your preferences, how well you like things seasoned up or not seasoned up. And I like things seasoned pretty well, so I'll put a nice liberal amount of black pepper. I got some coarse sea salt. We're going to add some sea salt into there. Nice liberal amount of that, and then I'm going to stir it up before I add some more. Get some of that seasons moved around into the our shredded potatoes here. And then I've got, of course, garlic powder. Now, if you use real garlic when you fry potatoes, you don't want to put that garlic in at the beginning, because garlic, you'll brown these up and garlic will burn, and when garlic burns, it's bitter. So, but with the garlic powder, it don't tend to do that. But the real fresh garlic, you would want to put it in towards the end of your cooking process. I'm going to add just a little more because I like garlic. Sue does too. And we got some chives. Chives will add another little onion layer to it. Chives is basically the tops of an onion, and they do add quite a bit. I started using these not too long ago, and they'll be a little spicy too, so you gotta not put too much. And then just a little oregano. I like oregano, so just to give our spice up there. Again, I don't measure, I'm just powder down good. If you think you like a little less, put a little less. If you like a little more, put a little more. And get these things a good mix. And so this way we have everything prepared, so when we're ready to fry up our hash browns, they're all seasoned up, ready to go. All right, there we go, guys. Next step here is we're going to fry up our sausage. All right, guys, we got everything all set up here. We're going to start with our cooking our sausage up. Make a little more space here on this side. And right now I have my great big cast iron skillet. This thing is wonderful. I like this. If you want to cook on a good skillet, cast iron, the next thing is having a griddle. So I've got like a pound of sausage in here. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and get this sausage browned up, and then we'll remove it from the pan and then put our hash browns back in second after we get these. So I'm just kind of moving them out. The only thing I'm going to season up here on these is, let me look over here and look a minute and see if I can find some sage. I always like some sage in my sausage. I know I've got some here somewhere. There it is. It was hiding back there. So I've got this. This is actually rub sage. Been using that quite a bit. So we're going to season up our things. Sometimes seasonings don't come out very well. And what I do is I just put it in my hand. And then this way I can control the amount on it. So we're going to put a nice little thing of sage on these. Something about sausage and sage. Seems like they kind of fit together. A lot of sausage you get comes with sage in it. Don't believe this one did. It might have had, it was just our store brands, just regular sausage there. So, alright guys, we're going to brown that up a little bit and then we'll be back. Alright, we're going to continue frying up our sausage. It don't have to be extremely done because it's going to cook a little more. I'm going to put them back in with our hash browns. But we're just going to continue cooking them down. And when they get almost done, we'll take them out and then we'll add our hash browns. Alright guys, our sausage is almost done. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull this out right now and just put it on the plate. Now, any of the greases or oils that was in the pan, we're going to leave that in there because we're going to use that for some of our oils here to fry up our hash browns with. And there's actually flavor in that oil, so you don't want to get rid of that. You want to use as much flavor as you can. All right, we've been cooking our hash browns for a while here. And so what I'm going to do now is I have my onions over here in this little area that I've been sauteing down. What I'm going to do here is just kind of incorporate them, and I constantly scraping the bottom of the pan to get all that nice brown goodness off the bottom there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get these kind of stirred up here. And then what I want to do here is lay them out and kind of flat to make not exactly a patty, but kind of like a patty. So I'm going to spread these out along the pan here. A nice cat, and I'm constantly scraping all that good stuff, all that goodies on the bottom. All right, so what I did is I kind of flattened that out. Now I'm going to go ahead and take our sausage here, and we're going to put all our sausage back over here on one side. I got the heat down just a little bit above medium. And so what we want to do is I want to try to continue these hash browns browning up on one side, even if they get a tad burnt. Sue especially likes them that way. You can go less or more, however you like, and then what I'm going to do is try to section them off and flip them over and make kind of like a patty. So we're just let them cook away here, see how they go. Okay guys, they're really about done. So what I'm going to do now here is I've been scraping and scraping. We're going to go ahead and mix our sausage right in with our hash brown. Now if you had patties, you could make separate patties, have them on the side. But I did this the last time and it worked out good, is I just kind of incorporated my sausage right with the hash browns. Now, what I'm doing here, I'm already starting the process of cleaning my skillet. And by meaning that, what I'm doing is like, I'm putting some elbow grease in this and I'm scraping. There's a lot of good flavors there on the bottom of that skillet. Let me go ahead and turn the heat off. Now, we weren't doing any of this very hot heat. As you can see now, I've loosened up all the good brown goodness on the bottom of that pan. And so, like I said, that started the cleaning process, but it also gives you flavor into your hash browns and sausage. So I'm going to start plating these up. So we got quite a bit here. We're going to have some extras here for, this is actually lunch, supper, whatever you want to call it. And so we'll have some extras left over. So I'm going to plate these up because what I want to do is I want to get this all out of the pan so that we can actually clean the pan just this quickly. I don't use any soap on my pans, on my cast iron. All I use is basically water. There's a nice plate full. One more and we'll have that all cleaned up and ready for the process of, you scrape my, well, I love that when you scrape your thing down, you get all this little goodies there. It comes off your spatula. So I'm just gonna get in here. I hope I'm not blocking the camera. I probably am. And trying to scrape those all over here to a pile. And I want to pull off the final. Maybe if I had a little bigger spatula, it would be helpful. I always have trouble when I'm working on some of these pans. They're not completely flat. You see how it spins around on me? That means the pan is probably warped, you know, because I doubt if the cooktop is, because it's glass. It could be, but I'm scraping all that good stuff out here. Now this pan is heavy. Some of my smaller pans at this point, I would just pick it up, kind of dump it on the plate. But being it's so heavy, it's hard to do. Sue has even a harder trouble. She don't like this pan so well only because it's so heavy. So she don't use this pan a whole lot. I use it depending on how big of a thing I'm doing. All right, so anyways, I got everything out of the pan. And while this pan's hot, I'm gonna scrape this here spatula off. So now while it's nice and hot here, what I'm doing is I got myself just a plain old glass of water. Now I'm gonna put that water right into my pan here. You can even turn the heat back on if you want. And I start scraping that down. And what that does by doing this, it deglazes it, or it removes all that stuff on the bottom of your pan the easy way, rather than having to try to scrape it down and stuff while you're cooking it. You see I'm just going around here just taking my spatula there and loosening up everything on it. A cast iron pan, when you clean it, it doesn't sparkle or anything like some of your other pans does. So there's always some stuff like in the bottom. It's like the goodies. So now all I'm going to do here, this thing is heavy. I dump that off. Let me shut my heat back off here. And anything left over in here, which there ain't much, I loosen up. I just take myself, you can take a rag or a paper towel. Take a paper towel here. You can see it's steaming. And see, it's almost kind of drying that pan up. And then I just take the paper towel and clean all the heavy gooks out of it. If you get any heavier spots, you can just scrape it a little bit. So the best time to clean your cast iron is right when you're done cooking, immediately. And then I'll get back up here in the cupboard and get my oil out again. This is just plain old canola oil. Put a little canola oil on it. Spread that around. And basically, this pan is all clean, ready to go for the next cooking session that we do. Let me show you what it looks like here. There's a couple paper towels and that pan's all clean, ready to go for the next time. So that's how I clean my cast iron. That one's a heavy one. So here's our hash browns and sausage. These things are good. I'm going to take a little taste here. Man, those things are delicious. I just love making these things. So that's how I do my hash browns. It takes a little work. It's not something that you just throw together in a couple minutes. So give it a try. If you enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, leave it in the section below. If you're not a subscriber, I invite you to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, be notified of our next video. We make all kinds of different videos. So you guys happy eating. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Alright, if you want to see how to get some of our other links, when you go to our main YouTube page, up here into the picture area right here, you'll see it says like Facebook. You can click on that. That'll take you right over to our Facebook group. And you're welcome. You can join the Facebook group, add your videos, add whatever you want, do some discussion there, but you can go there. If you would like to support us on the Amazon, again, up in this picture, you'll see a link that says Amazon. Click on that link right there. Go ahead and sign in, make all your purchases, and what will happen here, you'll give us a tip. We get a small percentage back. Costs you absolutely nothing, but it does help us out, and we appreciate that. Thought I'd just show you a few little links here if you want to go to some other features we have here at Lucky Dog Productions.